Crystal Palace side that shows 3 changes. Jack Mason is in goal, one of those 3 changes, along with Joel Drakes-Thomas and Benji Casey, who also come into the starting 11. Mason in goal, Sommerday, Walker-Smith and Facida will be the defenders. Judd, the captain, Okoli, Danaher and Bernard Ferguson. And then Drakes-Thomas and Angibo will play either side of Benji Casey, who leads the line. Southampton also make 3 changes. Fabio Sainsbury, Max Little and Harry Gathercole all come into the starting 11. It will be Abbottson in goal, a back 4 of Sainsbury, Day, Valance and Goromasandu. McMullen, Nutter and Little will be the midfielders. Newman and Gathercole either side of Hoare, who leads the line. Predominantly in white, Southampton also in a change strip of predominantly blue and yellow colours. The CPFC Academy, the venue for this one, as Palace get us underway. Danaher goes back to goalkeeper Jack Mason. Plenty of noise being made by both benches. Both teams understanding the importance of this fixture. That's Andrew Sermon at the front of your screen, or middle of your screen, down at the bottom there. You'll notice or probably remember that he played for Southampton and Bournemouth. Lots of spells down, or lots of appearances down on the south coast. Javier Alonso, the former Atletico Madrid coach, in charge of young Palace, and what a job he's done. Palace top of the table, and in comes one of these long throws. We know that Walker-Smith can really launch them into the box, and he decides to go short as Danaher goes down the line to Drakes-Thomas. He can certainly whip them in off the right foot. That's a cultured ball in, and dealt with defensively by Southampton. Here's Facida to Judd. Walker-Smith works it out towards Drakes-Thomas on this right-hand side. Chuksakoli tries to get Drakes-Thomas in once more. That's going to be dealt with defensively by Lewis Day. Out it comes to Goromasandu, who's a utility player for Southampton. He played further up the field in their last outing, but he gets the opportunity to play from left back today. Judd throws the ball down the line, trying to pick out Angibo, who's been in a good run of form, 4 goals in his last 5. Always good to see Casey in the side, 9 in 13 for the under-18s. He's also got a couple for the under-21s as Bernard Ferguson comes forward here into the box. He goes, was he pushed? Yes, says the referee, and he feels that it was right on the edge of the 18-yard box. We might be able to just clear up any confusion here, but the referee was unmoved. Let's have a little look where the offence takes. It's just a lazy sort of push, isn't it, from the Southampton player? It is outside the box. Max Little, one of 3 changes for Southampton, just couldn't get close to Bernard Ferguson. This does represent an opportunity, though, for either a right or a left footer. At least 3 players you would think will be in the wall. Drakes-Thomas and Judd are there, the 2 right-footed options for Cedar. Might fancy curling it round. You think it will probably favour the right footer. Drakes-Thomas goes for goal. The wall jumped and straight into the arms of goalkeeper Oscar Abbottson it went. Let's have a look at it again. 4 players in the wall. Drakes-Thomas with that little stuttering run, and then he went for goal. And it was dealt with at the near post. Here's Goromasandu, who can get forward to good effect. He's quick, he's purposeful, but he was erratic with that pass. Here's Judd. Over the top, trying to pick out Casey. Casey's such a willing worker. Back to Okoli, who falls into the same bracket. Facida shifted it towards that left-hand side where the possession was broken up, but Okoli gets it again. Good defending from Southampton. Jake Valance was the player who got it away. Ewan Danaher will just leave it for Walker-Smith. It's a tried and tested formula, this. Nice little bit of fancy footwork with the keepy uppies as he gets ready. Charlie Walker-Smith, the Palace number 4. to launch the ball in. Maybe that ball was a little bit wet. Got plenty of elevation. It's a slightly wayward clearance from Southampton. There's going to be the opportunity this side now, presumably for Walker Smith. Jasper Judd might take this one. He does, and goes short. Back to Fasida, who's just being urged to go back to Jack Mason, which he does. Here's Sommerday. Mason goes up towards halfway. Little offside flag going up for a crossover. Player was literally only just inside the Southampton half. Shifted out towards this left-hand side for Gathercole. Predominantly a right-footed player, so he'll be inverted. He'll look to come in field. Back it goes to Day. Now it's with Valence. And here's Sainsbury. Valence again. Now Day's got it. That's a wayward pass to Goromasandu. Palace throw. You can hear Javier Alonso just having a little word with his players and the troops, looking to try and keep them going, and he knows the importance of this one. As Drakes Thomas just loses out, but Angibo could be in. Still going Angibo towards goal. Tries to slide it towards that far corner. And what a brilliant finish from the Palace number 11. That's now 5 in 6 games for David Angibo. He's simply not missing in front of goal. That was all about persistence paying off. And what a calm and composed finish. The dream start for Palace. They lead inside 6 minutes in this top of the table clash. Well, he was just caught in possession, wasn't he? Drakes Thomas did well to win it back. Gathercole was caught. He's second favourite for me there. And what a lovely finish. He's got there ahead of the goalkeeper, Angibo. And as soon as he gets into those sort of opportunities, you're always expecting the net to bulge. Very composed, that finish. Just sort of guided it, steered it, didn't he, with the inside of the foot, the back of the foot, if you like. It was almost like a back heel. Wonderful skill, great composure. That's got everybody going. Southampton trying to beat the Palace press. As Jack Mason clears up towards halfway. Throw into Palace, which Fasida will take. Down the line it goes and infield, but Southampton have got it back. The hand went up from Angibo. Goromasandu gives it to Valence. Now it's with Day. Day put under pressure by Casey and then Angibo. Flicked on by Southampton, but no real composure to that break forward. And Judd now can play it forward towards Drakes Thomas, who cuts infield, looks to try and get away from the defender. Drakes Thomas still going. Infield towards Casey, he looked to try and go. Maybe it was a little bit heavy, the pass. But he's so explosive and he works hard for the team. He's had an opportunity to play up at under 21 level. Joel Drakes Thomas. He's certainly very much one for both the present and future. Working hard again to stop Goromasandu clearing. Just to mark your card for upcoming opportunities tomorrow at high noon, Palace host Manchester United in the Premier League. And then the under-18s back in FA Youth Cup action on Friday evening, a 6 o'clock start. for the fixture against Bradford. We're going in search of a ball, as the referee says just make sure that you take it from the right position. Somerday just takes it off the disc and gives it to Walker Smith. And further down the line it goes to Jasper Judd, the captain. Judd throws the ball down the line where Angibo heads infield. Chuksakoli shifts it towards Bernard Ferguson, wearing the 10 shirt and playing from that left-hand side. He's been a good performer so far this season. They all have, in fairness. So many positive displays. But a time and space for Drakes Thomas to run here at the Southampton defence. Drakes Thomas with a couple of step overs. Comes out towards Judd. And now it's with Walker Smith, who keeps hold of it. Gives it to Somerday for Cedar. Danaher. Lovely ball. Just ahead of Bernard Ferguson, who squares up the defender. He's got Sainsbury close by. Floats one in off the right foot, cleared by Southampton. Their forward players haven't really had a touch so far. Luke Hoare just dropped off that front line to try and win the ball. Sainsbury put under pressure by Angibo. It's a real height difference between those two. The fullback went to ground. The free kick was awarded. Up towards halfway comes Southampton. Palace so aggressive at trying to win the ball back, but they're going to have to defend here. Southampton have committed players forward. Here's Corbin McMullen, the captain. Now Gorham Sandu. He's got an option outside. Gather Cole is that player. Gather Cole's going to want to switch back onto the right foot. He does. Cuts the ball back. An effort towards goal from Walter Nutter, the former Chelsea youngster. Just get the chance to see this one again. Got underneath it. He didn't get too much in the way of power, did he? Was always going to be comfortable for Jack Mason. Jack, one of 3 changes coming into the side, along with Drakes Thomas and Casey. Real strong side this for Palace. Top of the table clash against the Southampton side, who have gone well so far. 5 wins, a draw and 2 defeats from their 8 matches to date in the Premier League under 18 South. Nice little win back from Chuksakoli. He's so good at getting the ball back. Here's Nutter in an advanced position. That's a lovely threaded pass. Might be the chance to go for goal. And bent just wide of the target by Max Little. He is a threat in those sort of positions. The ball was played in towards Walter Nutter. It's a lovely little threaded pass into his path. Just ran off the defender. Tried to steer the ball towards that far corner as he looked. Jack Mason probably had it covered. Just a reminder that Southampton are dangerous. But after 12.5 minutes, you have to say, it's been Palace well and truly in the ascendancy. Walker Smith to Judd. Back to the same player. Somerday. Towards that left-hand side for Walker Smith. Drakes Thomas did well there. He had to be careful not to get caught in possession. Gives it to Judd. And Judd off the right foot tries to play Casey in behind. Casey will put Gorham Sandu under pressure. He's done really well, Benji Casey. So strong at just holding off opposing players. Back to Judd, who does likewise. Judd tries to work a crossing opportunity. It's just strayed out of play. And it will be a goal kick to Southampton. You just saw instantly, as soon as Casey got there, the way he was able to just use his body and hold the opposing player. Mark Bright, who knows a thing or two about the beautiful game, always says, make sure you're inventive in those sort of positions. Hold the player off. Try and bring others into play. Casey's been good at that so far this season, scoring goals, leading the line. Worked out towards that right-hand side. Here's Goromasandu. Never afraid to get forward and join in, even from that left-back position. Gathacole to Goromasandu. Now it's back with Gathacole once more. McMullen, right over by the corner flag, back to Goromasandu. I think he really looked up. It wasn't an easy one to clear for Danaher. Look at that footwork from Drakes Thomas. Back to Walker Smith. Forward it goes towards the goal scorer, Angibo. Drakes Thomas now towards Jasper Judd. They've beaten the press and can run in behind. You can see that Southampton bench not really sure how to deal with Palace on the front foot here. It's been dominant so far. Andrew Sermon, a midfielder by trade. In his playing days, deep in conversation there with one of the fellow coaches. As Drakes Thomas up against Goromasandu. Got to be careful not to commit a foul here. You can see what Goromasandu wanted to try and do, clear it. Drakes Thomas got a touch and it will be a goal kick. 6 wins and 4 defeats from the 10 matches played. Palace have been the great entertainers this season, scoring goals for fun at under 18 level. Lovely little win back, wasn't it, from Sommerday. Walker Smith can come forward here. Goromasandu goes to ground. It will be a Palace throw. And Walker Smith will get ready to take it. Back to Jasper Judd. It just got big there on the Palace captain. Over towards that left-hand side, and what a volley that is. It's not too far wide of the target from Mackay Bernard-Ferguson. It's played into a dangerous area. Look at this. Judd just threads the ball in. Lovely technique. And only just wide of the goal. He couldn't have caught it any sweeter. They're struggling, aren't they? Because Palace are so hungry to try and win the ball back. All sides look to try and play out from the back. But when you show such tenacity to try and get it back, puts defenders under pressure. And goalkeepers. Here's Abbottson. They've got it out of their 18-yard box and then look to try and go long. But it's just so comfortable because Hoare wasn't close enough to the action to be able to contest. There he is, the Southampton number 9, the furthest player forward. Palace have had all the ball so far. Slightly wayward, though, that pass forward. Chuksakoli was the player who shifted it out towards Bernard-Ferguson. Twisting and turning and out towards Gathacole it comes, but he's never going to get on the end of it. He's been feeding off scraps, so too have the other players. It's another Palace-Southampton youth team game in the distance there. Next to the Dome at those wonderful facilities at the CPFC Academy at Copers Cope in Beckenham. Free kick for a foul on Casey. Angibo will just step away. Thought about shifting it wide left, decided against it. Goalkeeper Abbottson quickly off his line. Good header won by Fasida. Southampton just looking to try and launch some passes. Can understand what they're going to try and do. Work it out towards Gathercole on this left-hand side, but they're just forcing it. It's a rare luxury to have the ball, in fairness. Javier Alonso must be bristling with endeavour on the side. Purring at this performance so far. Here's Sainsbury. Shifting it towards Newman, who's not seen too much of the ball. Back into midfield for Nutter. Here's Valence. Now Gorham Sandu. See Drakes Thomas just back into position as soon as the team falls out of possession. And Gorham Sandu goes back to Day. Day to Valence. Towards that right-hand side it goes. Nutter with that trusty left foot. His father John had a good non-league career, played for one or two league clubs, Gillingham, Lincoln and the like. Walter Nutter, who's on the ball here, and gives it to Gorham Sandu. Here's Day. Back to Nutter once more. Sainsbury goes forward. Palace are just so difficult to break down when they get those 11 bodies behind the ball. Gathercole goes infield to Gorham Sandu. He's now with McMullen, the captain. And Day. Here's Little dropping off the front line. Who wants to try and get there again, but it's going to be cleared by Palace. Will it go out of play? Should do and does. Very, very clever on starting positions, Javier Alonso. Telling the young players where he wants them to be. The different points in the game. Southampton coming forward now. They might be able to work a crossing opportunity into the box. It comes. Chuksakoli in the right place as he so often is. Gathercole goes for goal. That's a painful blow there for Jasper Judd. Might well have caught him, hopefully, on the inside of the thigh. That might be in a slightly more painful position. Not pleasant on a cold day, and that's the first corner of the game. We're at the midway point of this first half. Angibo's goal on 6 minutes is the difference so far in this top of the table clash. Corner left-hand side towards the near post where it's going to be flicked on. Not easy for the goalkeeper who punched it clear, but it's come off a Palace player last. I think Southampton player might then have got a touch, and then Palace again. So it's going to be another corner. Two in very quick succession. One arm goes up in the air in towards the near post. It comes, an effort on goal. And Jack Mason will deal with it. Just couldn't really get it clear, could he? So the free kick is awarded. Judd. To Drakes Thomas, who just chops the ball infield. Then was a little bit undecided on what to do. Chuksakoli to Walker Smith. It's now with Somerday. Fasida. Forward to Angibo. Didn't quite stick with the goal scorer. Southampton are just having more of the ball, aren't they, in these last few moments. Corbin McMullen towards Sainsbury on that right-hand side. Infield to Nutter. Here's Day. Day to Gathercole. He'll want to chop back onto that right foot, as he always does. McMullen to Valence. Sainsbury. Here's Newman. Newman floats one in. Walker-Smith wins the header. Drakes Thomas just holds off Goran Masandu. Goes back to the same player, Walker-Smith forward. Wasn't the best of balls. Nutter shifts it towards that right-hand side, just intercepted. And won back by Bernard Ferguson, who can come forward here. Two options up ahead. Casey and Angibo were those players. Can hear the boss saying, employ the high block. Goran Masandu clears up towards halfway, where Luke Hoare shows some great number 9 play. Wonderful from that young man. Southampton feel a foul should have been awarded. It hasn't been. They've got a play on here. Casey's got an option on his outside. Still might decide to use Drakes Thomas. Decides against it. Now it's with Akoli. Fasida goes back to Sommerday. Here's Walker-Smith. Drakes Thomas. Can he get on the outside? Yes, he can. Towards the byline he goes. To ground he goes. The referee just shook the head very quickly. Got on the outside easily of the defender. Danaher is an emergency defender because Newman is on the move. Back it goes to Little. And just a reminder that we'll hear from Oliver Glasner, his pre-match press conference ahead of Manchester United at half-time. All that to come here on Palace TV+. It's a noon kick-off tomorrow. Manchester United, the opponents at Selhurst. And we'll hear from the boss at half-time in this game. We'll also have the highlights. If you have been doing some other things and not seen the whole of the first 45, we've got you covered. Slightly wayward, that pass. It's going to be a throw to Palace. On the far side, the CPFC Academy is the venue for this one. Two sides in fine fettle. Palace with 6 wins and 4 defeats from the 10 play. Southampton third in the table, 5 wins, a draw, and 2 defeats from their first 8. Palace looking to try and avenge a defeat last time out in the league. But in the cup, there was that excellent performance in the London derby against Chelsea last time out. Good skillful play from McMullen. He just nutmegged the defender, but then ran into trouble. Or the shape of a Palace defender. Walker-Smith wins the first header and the second. Goes to ground the Southampton player. Just a tangling of legs between Gathercole and Walker-Smith, who was brave, committed. Won both of his headers, but then a little coming together. 2 players over this free kick. Walter Nutter will be the left-footed option, he always is. Fabio Sainsbury comes across as well. Sainsbury runs over it and Nutter delivers with the left foot. Decent ball in. Angibo back there helping out. Back to Sainsbury it goes. Here's Nutter. Plays it forward towards Gathercole. Nutter on it once more. Goramasandu. To Sainsbury. Gathercole goes forward. But Judd clears it, and now Casey at the other end has done remarkably well here. He was holding Casey's shirt there, the defender. Considering Lewis Day was the wrong side, he did well. Not easy taking the ball out the sky for Casey. He did well initially. And then the defender came to the party. Walker-Smith to Judd. Judd being urged to keep it. Went with the outside of the foot and just gave a little bit of swaz to the pass. Fasida to Sommerday. Here's Drakes Thomas. That's clever play. Judd tried to turn one round the corner. Nutter read the script. No real options up ahead for the Southampton number 6. Sainsbury. Forward to Nutter. Palace throw on that far side. Fasida will take it. Right on the halfway line, just being urged to retreat a few steps. Fasida down the line, Angibo wins the header. Drakes Thomas here. Out towards Jasper Judd. Judd on the angle, right-hand side. Gets to the byline, looks to try and work a crossing opportunity. Goramasandu stops the cross, but concedes the corner. 2-1 Southampton lead on the corner count. Fasida with that trusty left foot comes across to take it. Lots of players in and around the edge of the 18-yard box as the ball comes in towards that near post. It's going to be hooked clear. The danger still not averted, though. Newman didn't quite know what to do with the ball. He wanted to try and keep hold of it. Played in Lewis Day, and now it's with Nutter. Here's Gathercole. Got an option on his outside and he can be tricky, Goramasandu getting forward. Gathercole. He's going to have to pass it. Wanted it on the right side, not the left. McMullen just evades Walter. Towards that right-hand side it goes for Sainsbury. Sainsbury across goal. Cleared away. Effort goes in from distance, charged down. That's a foul and a very good winning of a free kick from Mackay Bernard Ferguson. Bernard Ferguson. As soon as there's a connection, you just wait for it. And then the flag has to go up. .11 to play until half-time. A reminder, we'll hear from Oliver Glasner at the break. Angibo twisting and turning, getting away from a couple of Southampton players. Forward it goes towards that left-hand side. Wasn't an easy pass for Danaher. Real strong squad this today for Palace. When you look at the likes of Fraser Williams, the goalkeeper, Benetton on the bench, Anderson, Martin, and Ajuru, those last two have certainly been real regulars throughout the campaign. As the long throw comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, it just evades Chuksakoli. Danaher plays it towards Casey, who goes for goal. High block is the chant again from Javier Alonso. He's very strong, isn't he, Luke Hoare? For 16 years of age, the Southampton number 9 holds the ball up nicely for me. Sainsbury goes back to Nutter, who's very good with his use of the football. Worked out towards this left-hand side by McMullen. It's going to be Gathercole, who possibly goes for goal. Tried to bend one. You could see that Jack Mason was on the move. We'll just have another little look at this, because it's Gathercole at his best, shifting it back onto that right foot. He's bent one towards that far corner. That might just have been arrowing back in. Would have been close to the post, but it might have been on the right side. Fortunately, the deflection aided Palace's needs. Judd plays the ball forward. Nutter in midfield. To Sainsbury. 9 minutes to go until the break. It's been a good half this from Palace, who have dropped a little bit deep. It's a good little win back from Chuksakoli. Was he caught in possession there? No, says the referee, but Danaher's done nicely. And here is Chuksakoli offside. Apologies, Benji Casey was the player on the move. I got excited, as did Benji Casey, seeing the whites of the goalkeeper's eyes. It's a lovely slide rule pass from Danaher. Casey on the move. But the Southampton defence held their line. Valance into midfield for Nutter. Gathercole. Angora Masandu. Valance works it right-hand side. Danaher tries to win it back. McMullen towards Sainsbury, and now it's with Newman. Here's Nutter. Hoare drops off the front line to Gathercole with a left-footed goal. You have to say that's a brilliant finish. He's been coming infield, he's gone on the outside, and he's arrowed it across Jack Mason. It's a lovely equalising goal. Crystal Palace 1, Southampton 1. Patient build-up, wasn't it? Palace were just pushed back. Nutter got it forward towards the edge of the 18-yard box. It came out towards Gathercole. Got on the outside of Jasper Judd. And just a reminder that Gathercole can go either way. And he really has produced a finish of note. And it's on as even in this top of the table clash. We didn't expect there would be too much between the two sides. Palace have been the better of the two, but Southampton have had their moments. Palace certainly started the game the better, as the early goal signified. Here's Jasper Judd winning it back. Crunching challenge between two. Nutter not with the best of clearances, and he's committed a free kick there and given away the foul. Nutter just retreats to the edge of the 18-yard box. Judd's over this free kick. Fasida too. Probably favours the left footer. And it is Fasida who floats it in. The goalkeeper can't come right on the edge of the 6-yard box. Palace do well to keep hold of it. Out towards this right-hand side it comes for Drakes Thomas. Judd tries to get on the outside as Drakes Thomas just loses his footing. Here's Judd. Back to Okoli. Summerday now has it. Patient from Palace. Summerday to Danaher. Here's Okoli. And Fasida. Danaher. Plenty of options ahead, but players tightly marked. Summerday to Fasida. Here is the Palace number 5 playing in Chuksakoli. Tries to make a little bit of space. Fasida with a lovely cross in towards Anjabo. He was hanging in the air. Southampton going route 1. 4 to play until half-time. Abbottson up towards halfway. Ref's going to give a free kick there. He feels that Bernard Ferguson just lent into the Southampton player. Up towards halfway it goes, where that's good defensive play. It's just good strength from Summerday for me. Referee agrees. Drakes Thomas twisting and turning. Trying to ride the challenge and get away from Gorham Sandu as he fouled. Nutter did well just to win the ball back. Hoare holds it up. Nutter plays it through. Mason will get on the end of it. Just going to come out of play by the Palace bench. Svetoslav Todorov just steps forward to have a little word with Javier Alonso. They'll both have their say at half-time to try and find that magic formula for the second half. Big game this for both teams. Southampton have got the couple of games in hand. 16 points they've accumulated so far. Palace top with 18. McMullen goes back to the keeper. Hoare shifts it towards that right-hand side. Twisting and turning is McMullen. Now it's with Gathercole. Good sliding challenge from Chuksakoli. Anjabo battling away with the defender. Sainsbury did nicely. Nutter towards that right-hand side. Newman now has it. Out of play it goes for a Southampton throw, which Sainsbury will take. with the outside of the foot. Gathercole, the goal scorer, tries to play Hoare in behind. Not sure that's necessarily his game. Lovely finish from Gathercole for the Southampton equaliser. Good finish from Angibo for the Palace goal early on. You can see both and the other highlights when we get to half-time in this Premier League Under-18 South encounter between Palace, the leaders, and Southampton, third in the table. Lovely ball in behind here. Can Casey score the second goal just ahead of the break? Going towards the edge of the 18-yard box, slides it past the goalkeeper. He did nicely, Abbottson, to make himself big. Slightly behind Casey as he took aim. He might get another opportunity. Down in the box he goes. And told to get back up by the referee. The referee's blown up. Let's see that chance for Casey. Defender nowhere near him. It was just slightly behind him. It wouldn't quite get ahead of him. Made it difficult. Lewis Day couldn't afford to commit the foul. And Casey is still down as we go back towards the live pictures. Hopefully that's nothing to be too concerned about. Oliver Glasner coming up then. There is Javier just disappearing out of your screen, bottom left. Referee has a little count up. He literally just played the 45 in the first half. Long up and under for Facida, not the best of clearances. It's gone infield rather than upfield. Drakes Thomas though can carry it forward up towards Angibo and Casey. Drakes Thomas, who's now over on this left-hand side, just plays the ball forward to Bernard Ferguson. Twisting and turning into the box he goes. Bernard Ferguson still going. And what a dream start that is to the second period. He simply made no mistake. As soon as he got in on the goalkeeper, he's knocked it high into the roof of the net. And that is a picture book finish. Palace 2, Southampton 1. Wow. Lovely this from Angibo. Drakes Thomas carried on the charge. There's still so much work to do here. Just look at Bernard Ferguson, squares up the defender, goes in between the two of them, and then arrows it across the goalkeeper. What a dream start to this second half, and what a strike. Take a bow, that young man. Oh, he's loving that, isn't he? I had somebody say to me at half-time that the first half could have been slightly better. It would have been nice to see Palace ahead, of course, but it might have been better as a spectacle. Well, what a start to this second period. Here we go. Sainsbury looking to try and clear it and go forward towards Newman. Danaher's done nicely. Goes back to the keeper, up towards Drakes Thomas it goes. Coley. It's just so fluid, isn't it, this Palace formation. Players playing in the best positions. Here's Newman. Newman cuts infield. Facida's got to be careful not to give away a foul. You can hear the manager saying just that. Now the ball is at the feet of Abbottson. Judd being urged to get it forward. He does that towards Casey, and it comes towards Angibo. Effort goes in from distance. It's over the top. Judd played it forward towards Casey. Casey across goal, Angibo just beaten to it. And then Judd played it towards Drakes Thomas, who looked to try and bend one towards goal. Drakes Thomas again to Angibo. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. That's a foul, surely. Little tug of the shirt. Walker Smith. He's just going to go out of play. Danaher tries to win it back. Casey did well to take it out the sky. Here's Danaher. He's been slightly more advanced on occasions than what we usually see from him. Such a talented player in midfield. He moves more centrally and just asked Bernard Ferguson to come towards this left-hand side. What a lovely finish to regain the lead. A reminder that we will have highlights at the end of this fixture. Angibo. Just in from the touchline, twisting and turning, keeping hold of it. Back to Walker Smith it goes. It's just shaped out of play. Southampton player. Wanting to take the throw quickly. Skillful from Lewis Day. But he's given it away and he's won a free kick. I think Drakes Thomas thought he was in there. Abbottson put under pressure and clearing long. Sommerday did well to win the ball. Coley went to ground, sliding in. Just no real options up ahead for Southampton, because Palace have been so disciplined on and off the ball. Nutter was just stopped from playing there by Drakes Thomas. Some instruction just passed on by Messrs Todorov and the boss there, Javier Alonso. Angibo holds it up and then passes to Okoli. Time and space for Judd. Judd back to Walker Smith. Here comes Little towards Sainsbury. Sainsbury goes back to Little, to the Southampton number 10. Here is Newman. Little goes in behind. Good defending. Cleared by Fasida. And now Casey with those long strides, trying to put the defender under pressure. Angibo almost in. The foul and the free kick goes the way of the Saints. Lewis Day will take it. They both did nicely, Casey and Angibo. In the end, giving away a foul and a free kick. Javier Alonso, you just get the feeling is the type of person in charge who loves to coach, loves to help improve players, which is exactly what you want when you're working in an academy environment. Ball shifted towards this right-hand side. Ollie Newman on the ball. Newman wanted to go for goal, did go for goal, and it was well charged down by Summerday coming across on the cover. Newman goes back to Sainsbury. Now it's with Newman again. Plays in Sainsbury's once more, or Sainsbury I should say. Here's Judd with time and space. He's got a couple of options up ahead. Decides to go to Drakes Thomas, plays the ball across goal. Nutter did nicely to get into the right position to be able to defend. As it goes up towards Luke Hoare, Sean Summerday put him under pressure. And there is going to be a Southampton change. That's Thierry Rohart-Brown, who started the last game. So Rohart-Brown, who is a midfielder by trade, looks as if he might go in and play alongside Walter Nutter. And that will mean that Coburn McMullen can just push forward. Max Little, the number 10, might be the player who's gone off as Judd plays the ball across goal. It's a lovely ball in. Angibo wanted to get on the end of it, and he was so close to getting on the end of it. Look at this from Judd, so quick. If anything, he's maybe put a bit too much on the cross, and that made it tougher for Angibo, who was in the mood for a second goal. And there's confirmation of that change. Max Little, the number 10, leaves the field of play. Rohart-Brown will play almost as an 8, and Coburn McMullen will play slightly further forward as a 10. That's the way they'll look to try and reshape their midfield. It's a bit of a surprise, I think, that Rohart-Brown didn't start this game. Nutter to the aforementioned. Drakes Thomas might win it back here. He has won it back. Suddenly it's 3-on-3. Here comes Drakes Thomas, cutting infield and going to ground. The free kick's going to be awarded. It's a foul by Rohart-Brown. And if he's given the free kick, he's kind of lucky not to be booked, isn't he? Let's have a look at it again. It's a lovely little interception. And there's the long strides of Rohart-Brown. And if the referee judges that he's been pushed to ground, surely the laws of the game dictate that should have been a yellow card. Not given, doesn't matter. All that does is that the free kick has been awarded. Palace still 2-1 up, the league leaders. Facida fancies this. Walker-Smith can certainly hit them with venom. Two options, right and left foot. 4 players in the wall for Southampton. The referee blows the whistle, and Walker-Smith does go for goal. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. It popped out initially, but then he got it back inside the 6-yard box. Goromasandu plays the ball down the line, and he's back into position so quickly. Walker-Smith. Here is McMullen. Here's the chance for Casey to come away with it. Gives it to Angibo. Casey wants it back. He might be able to shoot here. Casey does go for goal. And what a finish that is from Benji Casey. He's been so good so far this season. and he's now into double figures. That's 10 in 14 for the inform Palace number 9. 3-1 Palace lead in this crucial top-of-the-table fixture. So good, isn't he, Casey, in front of goal? Initially, it was a long, straight ball. It's poor defending, you have to say. The slip didn't help. But Lewis Day was almost caught in possession. He said exactly where he wanted it, Casey, from Angibo. Angibo played him in. And that is the finish of somebody who's been so impressive in that regard. And you just get the feeling that could be a crucial goal. Benji Casey, who's played for both the 18s and the 21s this season. He's got a couple of goals for the under-21s. An hour played, 3-1 the lead. Lots of work for Southampton now. They have been in amongst the goals. They've been good. 3-2 victory over Brighton last time out in the league. They beat Wolves by 6-0 in the Premier League Cup last weekend. It's two good sides going head to head. Palace top of the tree. Ball was played up towards Luke Hoare. Referee is just going to call both players over. Feels there was a little coming together between Sean Sommerday and Luke Hoare. Hoare just moves away. Chuksakoli over the free kick, gets it forward towards Angibo, who tries to help it on towards Casey. For Cedar now. It's Bernard Ferguson, back to the same player. Sommerday goes back to the goalkeeper, then has to work an angle. Long it goes though, offside flag goes up. Those little crossovers. Southampton coming forward, shifted towards this right-hand side for Ollie Newman. Fasida throws the ball up the line. Angibo flicks it on towards Casey. Sainsbury moves from the right to the left to Goromasandu. Over the top it goes. He just didn't really break stride there, Sean Sommerday. He did so nicely. Little blow to the body, but the Southampton player's good to carry on. Sainsbury gets it forward towards Newman. Newman goes back to Nutter. Now it's with Day. Here's Goromasandu. For Gathacole, the goal scorer for Southampton. Goromasandu looks to work a crossing opportunity and gets a corner. 3-1 Southampton lead on corner count. 3-1 Palace lead in goals scored. Rohart Brown will take this corner. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger from the substitute. Rohart Brown towards the near post, away from danger it goes. Drakes Thomas up towards halfway. Benji Casey will put the defender under pressure, and Sainsbury goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. Good from Fasida. Did well to stick to the task. Borderline foul throw that from Sainsbury. You don't really see them given, do you now? Abbottson to Goromasandu. Judd was close to the action once more, as he so often is. Palace keeping hold of it. Walker-Smith back to Fasida. Jack Mason up towards halfway. Just gone under the foot there of Ollie Newman. Palace taking the lead on 6 minutes. Angibo with the goal. Southampton equalising 7 before half-time through Gather Cole. It was 2-1 straight after half-time. Just a minute into the second half, Bernard Ferguson with a beauty. And then Benji Casey getting on the score sheet on the hour mark. We've now played 65 minutes. And it looks really nice, doesn't it, the scoreline? Palace top coming into it, Southampton third in the table. Bernard Ferguson trying to win the ball back. Southampton get it clear, Hoare goes infield. It's a lovely crunching challenge from Walker-Smith. Corbin McMullen was just caught in possession there. Jasper Judd. Can he get on the outside? You bet he can. Judd, can he work a crossing opportunity? Oh, it came into the path of Casey. Just wouldn't quite find him. It was a lovely teasing ball. Just stood it up into a decent area. And the danger was averted. Here it comes. Walker-Smith goes short. Back to Jasper Judd. Judd off the left foot, floats one in towards Casey. Long throw maybe from this side, could be incoming. We'll wait to see. Yeah, Charlie Walker-Smith is going to come across and take it. You can hear the Southampton bench just saying, referee, come on. 3-1 the lead. Walker-Smith dries the ball off. And then launches it in. Flicked on towards the goal, and Angibo scores. You have to say, it's a lovely finish. In fact, is it Sean Somerday who might have scored it? It is. It's the defender up from the back. Charlie Walker's long throw created a little bit of chaos. It was flicked on, and Sean Somerday doesn't score huge numbers of goals, but he's finished that like a forward. Lovely looping finish down into the bottom corner, and that could be a crucial goal. Lovely flick on, played into his path by Chuksakoli, and Somerday made no mistake. It's Palace 4, Southampton 1. Straight off the training ground, you just get the feeling. Somerday sweeping the ball home. Pleased with that. More famed for keeping them out at the other end. All smiles, this Palace team. Another Southampton change there. Kynan Duffy has come on, the winger. There he is. Drakes Thomas. Goes back to Sommerday. Here's Fasida. Did well just to ride the challenge. As the ball is played forward here, it might fall for Casey. Casey forward towards Judd or Drakes Thomas. Neither of them could get there. Goal kick Southampton. You could see that Gathercole was just put under pressure and the ball was quickly won back. Looks like Ollie Newman is the player who's gone off. We'll bring you confirmation. Good bit of twisting and turning from McMullen. There's options over on this right-hand side. One of the players is Rohart Brown. Plays the ball in. What a save that is. Almost the instant introduction from Duffy, the Southampton substitute, as he helped it towards goal. Jack Mason kept it out. Good save, wasn't it? Stretching away to the left. There is confirmation of that change, 16-4-7. As the ball is floated in here, it should be goalkeeper's ball, and Mason is underneath it. Ewan Danaher looking to try and force it. Extra pass might have been better there in that situation. Here they come again, these young Crystal Palace players. Always a great thirst for trying to make things happen in positive fashion. Jasper Judd on the attack here, the captain. Infield to Drakes Thomas, just exchanging passes, the two of them. Judd's done well to win it back from Gorama Sandhu. Can he work a cross or a throw? He's got the throw. Walker Smith. He's going to produce another long throw here. Into the box it comes. Flicked on by Angibo. Comes off a Southampton player. So it will be a Palace corner. Just 2 corners so far for Palace. Southampton have had 4. It's the scoreline that matters most, though. And that really does make for happy reading. Jasper Judd will swing this one out off the right foot. Got Drakes Thomas on the edge of the box. Plenty of targets to aim at in the box. It's a deep one towards Casey. Casey went up. So too the Southampton defender. Forward it goes, but Southampton should be able to clear their lines, and Rohart Brown, the substitute, gives it back to Sainsbury. Palace looking as if they're just going to ready a change here. Good defensive header. Danaher. Oh, that's lovely midfield play. 2 or 3 bodies all around. Danaher's done nicely to get away with it, or come away with it. Over the top it goes up towards Hoare. Fasida should be able to clear and does. Drakes Thomas. Two players were just battling there. Ball play forward, borderline offside against the substitute, not given. And Palace get it clear, had a wicked spin on it, the ball. As Casey tries to get away from the defender, he's got Day all around him. Jasper Judd. Back to Walker-Smith. Who gives it to Sommerday now, it's with Fasida. Bernard Ferguson plays it forward. Angibo in behind. Well, that looks like Stuart Ojuru might be coming on, and Dante Martin likewise. They've been big players, haven't they, for the under-18s so far this season. Danaher keeps it. Gives it to Judd, now it's with Sommerday. Fasida. Fasida again. Back to Mason. First team in action at midday tomorrow. Manchester United, the opponents. Live audio commentary on Palace TV Plus of Crystal Palace against Manchester United, a midday start at Selhurst. The under-18s next in action on Friday night. The FA Youth Cup fixture against Bradford. That one starts at 6 o'clock. Here come Palace. Bernard Ferguson, who scored a goal from this sort of position, cutting in. This time goes on the outside, delivers one, stands one up towards the back post. Danaher goes for goal. Certainly got the power. Changes incoming. So Ojuru and Martin will be introduced. Both players wait just to come on. It's been a good shift from these Palace forward players. Benji Casey looks like he's going off, and so too Joel Drakes-Thomas. So it is 7 and 9 going off. Casey and Drakes-Thomas making way, and Ojuru and Martin come on. Free kick for a foul. Southampton player goes to ground. It's going to be a talking to. More than that, it's going to be a yellow card for Chuksakoli. Corbin McMullen, the captain, just gets back up to his feet. Goran Masandu will just leave the free kick. And with 13 minutes to go, the scoreline looks dominant. First versus third coming into it. Southampton have been second best. Still work to do though, as Sainsbury comes forward here towards Duffy. Back to Sainsbury. Nutter to Goran Masandu. Sainsbury once more. Running in behind is Sainsbury, across goal it goes, the effort hooked towards goal, and you have to say that's another very impressive finish. There's been some good goals in this game. Luke Hoare has just produced another. All the pace was on the cross, he just had to try and steer it towards goal, and he's picked out the corner. A lovely finish from Hoare. Southampton reduced the deficit with 12 minutes to play. It's Palace 4, Southampton 2. Well, 6 goals, 6 good goals. Chuksakoli to Fasida. Forward it goes towards Angibo. Half thought about shooting, plays in Judd in the wide area. Judd on the outside. Sides against, trying to work a crossing opportunity, goes back to Akoli. Out towards that right-hand side, lovely ball into the path of Akoli once more. Tried to cut it back towards Martin. Judd's got it back forward towards Akoli. Akoli across goal towards the back post, headed towards the 6-yard box. 2 players converging for it. It was Angibo who won the header, somehow stayed out, and those 2 Palace players might well have hurt themselves. Play goes on. Forward towards McMullen it goes. Goromasandu towards Sainsbury. Duffy. Rohart Brown. That's Brogan Sewell who's come on as well for Southampton. The defender. Free kick to Southampton, 30 yards out. Four players in the wall for Palace. Nutter just steps away from the free kick. It's taken by Rohart Brown. It's been very poorly put together. Looks like Lewis Day is the player who's gone off for Southampton. A like-for-like change with Brogan Sewell coming on. And that's a foul. Surely this is deserving of a yellow card. Lewis Day is still out there. He's just clattered. It's Valance who's gone, Jake Valance. Back up on his feet, Mackay Bernard-Ferguson. Referee hasn't been able to, or hasn't had to brandish cards and keep blowing his whistle. Fouls have been committed. Jasper Judd over this free kick, so too is Fasida. Judd takes it right-footed towards the back post. Header goes in, and it's just wide off the target. It's a big opportunity for a player of Charlie Walker-Smith's ability. So good in the air. Pinpoint delivery. Couldn't quite get over the top of it. You can see the frustration etched across the face of the big Palace number 4. Angibo shifts it towards that right-hand side. That's just behind the Palace players who got into the box. Danaher towards Judd. Walker-Smith goes forward. Rohart Brown was almost undecided on what to do there. Duffy trying to get on the outside of Fasida. It's good defending, really good defending. Angibo tries to square up the defender and go on the outside. Strong and powerful Angibo, he's still going. Got it towards the corner flag. He's done really, really nicely, David Angibo. In the end, the throw goes Southampton's way. He's not got too much support there, but he's done nicely. There is going to be another change. It's going to be a Palace change. Kyan Fraser-Williams is the player coming on. He'll play from the left, so I think it might be Mackay who's gone, Bernard Ferguson. Fraser-Williams straight into the action. McMullen over the halfway line. Lovely ball in behind, and that's a finish that's been tipped round the post, has it by the goalie. I think that's a very good save from Jack Mason. You could see the Southampton player was trying to bend one towards the corner, and the keeper's made a wonderful save there. Brilliant, wasn't it, fingertips? Five minutes to play. Might have made it slightly nervy. As the ball gets in towards, played in towards that back post. It's going to be a goal kick. Palace taking their time over the restart. Sommeday to Fasida. Fasida goes forward. Stuart Ajuru playing from this left-hand side. Martin trying to get back in and help out the defence as Walker Smith does likewise. He's just been adjudged to have given away a foul here, the Palace number 4. You can hear Javier Alonso shouting 5-4-1. Fraser-Williams will have to defend in these closing stages. He can get forward, but he's got to get back goal side of the ball. That's what he's being told. As it's shifted out towards that left-hand side. Southampton looking to try and come forward again. Nothing pass. The goalkeeper, Jack Mason, has it. And kicks beyond halfway, where it should be won by Southampton and is, but Ajuru here with time and space. He's got Fraser-Williams close by, decides not to use him, goes infield towards Martin. Just wouldn't quite stick, would it? Just rides the challenge, or attempted challenge from Martin. Ball play forward over the top towards Duffy. Rohart Brown goes for goal. Someday's going to have to win that header. Will certainly stop the forward from contesting any opportunity. He's got one, Luke Hoare. He's in the mood to possibly get another. 2.5 minutes to play. One or two tired legs out there, as you would expect. Sainsbury cuts infield and gets away from Fraser-Williams, still going. Lovely ball through to Hoare. Wonderful defending from Sommeday. So quick across the ground. Man who scored one of the goals, that's a foul. There's no advantage there. In fact, there might be here. Angibo gets on the outside. Well done from the referee. Then looks to try and square up Sewell. In the end, maybe the foul might have been the correct award. Hasn't been given mind. And we get on with it. Sainsbury goes forward here towards Duffy. He plays in a cross with great pace. Sewell, the substitute, towards that left-hand side. Players being urged to be in the right positions as Javier Alonso continues to shout out instructions. That's just going to shape out a play. He's given a free kick. He felt that there was a little tug of the shirt there. Might even be a yellow card. Walker Smith is going to be called over. Referee might just have a word. He's not been the kind of official who does just wave cards unnecessarily. He's allowed him to walk away. It's upset the Southampton bench. It's been a good game of football, this, between two sides riding high at the top of the table. Palace top of the Premier League Under-18 South. And they'll extend their sequence courtesy of this excellent performance. It's been good from the young players against a decent Southampton side. Free kick is going to come in. Saved by the goalkeeper. And then cleared. Might be the chance just to shoot again. Charge down once more. And Martin now, 1v1. He's got Jasper Judd up alongside him. Judd with another lung-busting run. Plays the ball in towards Judd. It didn't quite find him. And now the players have got to get back into position as we go into stoppage time at the end of this game. Out towards Duffy it goes. He's been direct. Tried to cause problems, hasn't he? Kynan Duffy down this right-hand side since coming on. Sainsbury to Sewell. Gorimasandu. Infield to McMullen. Now it's with Sainsbury. Duffy once more teases in a ball. The goalkeeper came, then decided against it and had to stick. Stuart Ajuru needs to try and keep hold of it and protect the football. Wonderful play. Sent Rohart Brown one way then the other. Has he been fouled? No, says the referee, but that's a good little win back from Danaher. Martin just runs into a bit of trouble. Anjabo, who got things up and running with the first goal for Palace, now looking a little bit tired as we go into the second minute of stoppage time. McMullen. Out towards the right-hand side it comes for Nutter. Nutter plays it forward. Good defending from Fasida. He just watched the ball. Duffy tried to get on the outside. Fasida needs an option. In the end, he gives it to Ajuru. Palace up towards halfway. Alonso just telling the team to make sure they play together. Not to have too many spaces in front or behind. Sewell. Somade wins it back. Here's Danaher. Chuksakoli over the halfway line. He's got Judd on the outside. Coley might just roll it out towards him. He does. Judd across goal. The goalkeeper's got half a hand to it. Ajuru battling away. Referee has a little look at the watch. Have been the stoppages and have been the changes. As Martin goes for goal. Straight into the arms of Abbottson. Two minutes to go. That seems to be the call from the boss, Javier Alonso. As the ball is played forward down that left-hand side. Southampton go for goal. Takes a deflection. It's going to be another corner to the Saints. They've had 6. Corner from this left-hand side is going to be floated in, headed clear by Southampton, or by Palace rather. Southampton look to try and come again. Gorimasandu knocks it out towards the kick-off. Infield it goes and in behind. Effort goes in, charge down. And there goes the full-time whistle. An excellent performance this from Crystal Palace. Top of the table, of course. And that's win number 7 in Premier League Under-18 South. It got off to the dream start in both halves, in truth. Southampton were plucky opponents. They scored 2 good goals. But it's Palace who come out on top.